This is Miss Kdrama Addict coming to you with a K-drama review, which is called Do Do So So La La So, and that is on Netflix. And this is with Hwarang, and his name is Jae-wook. I'm hoping I pronounced your name correctly. He played June, and the young lady played Hwarang as her name in the character. So it's a very good K-drama. I liked it a lot. This is about a young lady and a young man. They met on several different occasions. She didn't know, but he knew because he met her. He met her a couple times. Their first encounter was when she played at his school, and he fell in love with her at that time. The second one was when he met her. I think that's the time he met her with his friend who said, "I'm gonna marry this lady," and then they met again at the coffee shop where she didn't have money, and I think he paid for her coffee. And then on her wedding day, that's when they met again, to where it's just streamlined into the drama, start moving forward in this drama. And this was her wedding day. She's getting married to a young doctor, and her father told her to marry him. So she never questioned it. She's marrying this guy because her father told her to. Very obedient, I have to say, because a lot of people, not because your parents tell you to marry this guy, unless it's, certain cultures, but she's marrying him. Her father happened to have a heart attack on the day of her wedding and passed away. The young man that she was supposed to be married to, the mother grabbed him and ran out of the chapel really fast, to where I'm like, crap, you get left at the altar on your wedding day. That gotta really suck. So she sat there, didn't know at the time. She's waiting for a bouquet of flowers. He's coming home from work. The guy who's supposed to deliver the bouquet of flowers saw him and said, could you do me a favor? My transportation is broken. Can you run up to there and bring this bouquet of flowers? He ran in and he saw her again. And he's like, wow, Now that got to be a shocker for somebody who you fell in love with, to find out you're going to meet them on their wedding day. But, it's just what it is. He's 19-year-old really, and she's older. So, you never know what's going to happen. That's first love. Never know. So she saw him. He walked in with a bouquet of flowers, and he's coming off work. And she's like, you stink. Basically, it's like, don't come close. And he kind of get dirt all over her stuff. I can't forget it was dirt or blood all over her dress, but something happened on her dress. And, all that is motion into the drama itself, to where, I really liked it because, she lost her father. She lost her husband in the same day. End up losing her house. All that she got left is her dog, her car, and her clothes. I got to tell you, that's still a lot, because she could have really, it's a nice car. She had a nice, Mini. So you could sell that and get some money. She hit him with the car. And when she hit him, had a tailspin into an accident. And then, boom, hospital. He ended up paying her bill again. Gotta remember, this girl owed this guy money from the first time that they really had a conversation. Now she's in the hospital and need treatment. He paid, do all this stuff. I gotta tell you, for a 19-year-old to be able to pay that, that's a lot. Because hospital bills in Korea don't sound cheap. So it was like, to me, I'm going like, how much money does this kid have? He paid the bill. To find out, he worked that money, worked his ass off, because he wasn't taking money from his parents, because he's on the run, hiding from his mother because he quit school. And it was just so interesting the way how this young man is taking care of a, I think she was like 23-year-old character in the show. He's 19, taking care of a young lady who still doesn't have a clue, because her father did everything, which is a bad thing to do for kids. You know, he took care of everything, so she don't know how to live. She don't know how to survive. You know, so it was to me. It was like, wow. You know, parents need to teach their kids how to survive. In this K-drama, she didn't have a clue how to survive, but he have a clue how to survive. He worked. He do what he got to do. Make some money. Do odds and work in a little restaurant, sell stuff. She'll show up at the restaurant with her like looking at him, smiling. You know, my thing is like, girl, go get a job. Go do something. You know, let him work. But he was just so good looking that a lot of people show up just to look at him. You know, and it was a very lighthearted, but I didn't like the part in this K-drama where the mother, you know, they tried to get her to stop seeing him. You know, they play little tricks, like he's supposed to show up at a meeting and he didn't show up. They found out he got leukemia. I didn't like that. He got sick, you know, so it makes me wonder, it's like, what do you do to help someone else when they're sick? It's just like, you know, it get me thinking. It opened me up to like, what can I do to help someone else? I like the part where he was just very caring and loving, and then, you know, the part where she trying to change her life, so she started doing like music lessons. She didn't have a clue about business, because sometimes she'd be giving lessons and supposed to take payment. I don't know, girl didn't realize you need money to pay the bills. So she wasn't taking payment. And, you know, so it was like, you know, not survival lessons. She had no survival instincts, you know. So she was just borrowing money from him all the time. And she's like, I'm going to pay you back. And I'm like, at this point, he should just consider his money lost. That's a point of loving someone. If you love someone and you're giving them money, don't lend them money. Just give them the money, because you're not getting the money back. So I was like sitting there going, oh, poor kid. You know, just being a 23-year-old and having no survival skills was very sad. But I enjoyed it. It was a lot of laughter, a lot of good moments. The sad moment is when the mother, June mother, showed up and tell her that her son passed away and that he's sick and had leukemia. And then I was like, I did not believe her, because it was in episode 15, and where I'm like, can't be. You don't kill the main character right now. Just when, you know, have him, you know. So I was like, oh, maybe she's lying. But then at the same time, I was like, maybe she's telling the truth, you know, because why would you show up and tell someone that your son is dead, you know? So I was like, nah, he's dead, you know, let's see how they're going to make her survive. And then in the last episode, they brought him back in the end, to where he was like explaining to her that he was sick, he needed to get treatment, he needed to make sure that he's well first, which was like, I think it was like 5 years later, to where I'm like, that's a damn long time to, you know, get some treatment, but at the same time not knowing about the disease enough. I'm like, yeah, it'd probably take a long time just to get your blood cells, get everything right, get your life right. And, you know, she sat around for 5 years. Most women, after like the first 2 years, when they hear dead, not even 2 years, most women after the first year, they would have moved on. She was holding on, holding on, holding on. 5 years later, he came back and she was there. So it was a very good K-drama. I like the ending, because sometimes Netflix be having me on a cliff and having me sitting there and just like, to where I'm going, oh, that's the ending of this K-drama. So I didn't mind how this one ended. You know, at first I thought I agreed with her, wondering if it was like afterlife and he come back and, you know, she's seeing him. So I was like, is he really dead? And is this afterlife where he's coming back? So, you know, when he said, no, 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 I'm here, I'm here. I like that. I was like, yeah, okay, Netflix, you didn't disappoint me on this one. So I really like this K-drama. You should go watch it. Two young people. It's also, you know, a great lessons for parents and kids. You know, at 23-year-old, you should have a clue about life, you know, and possibilities of what could happen if, you know, something happened to your parents or something happened. You know, how do you manage? You should have life lessons, how to take care of yourself. So I like this K-drama. It's very interesting, very fun. I love the characters. I love the stars. I've seen the girl in other things. The young man, I've never seen him in anything else. So I'm going to go watch some other dramas that he's probably in. So go watch it. It's actually Dodo So So La La So. So check it out. It's on Netflix. You will like it. It makes you laugh. It's 16 episodes and it's fun to watch. Love you guys. Please do subscribe to my channel. Please tell me which part of it you didn't like and which part you liked, and ask me any questions you may have. You may also recommend some K-dramas that I should watch. I love watching them, you know, on my free time. And see you next time. Bye.